We're doing fine. You've only made 4 mistakes that I've corrected.
Well, it was the GPS, not me.
The
Anyway,
Grandpa Special, the GPS.
You know what? You make a mistake, you get off, or you keep in the roundabout and you keep going round.
Oh, yeah, man. You can go around the roundabout 6, 7, 8 times.
Until you get the right
Until you get it right.
Yeah, you'll get there. Let me show you the roads.
Show.
Beautiful stretch of highway. We're extending up to Cordoba. See you there.
Cordoba is in the heart of the Andalusia region of Spain. While much of its history is in the unrecorded past, by the 10th century it was the second largest city in Europe and known as the ornament of the world because of its prosperity, cultural vibrancy, and intellectual achievements.
One of the reasons why we wanted to visit Cordoba was to see the ancient Roman bridge. At over 800 feet long, this amazing bridge spans the Guadalquivir River and dates all the way back to the 1st century, although additions have been made over time. We love the fact that this pedestrian bridge is completely traffic-free and is a great spot for Instagrammers all over the world.
Some of you may recognize this bridge from the Game of Thrones. This water wheel once provided water to the Moorish royal family.
At the end of the bridge is the Porta de Puente leading us into the heart of Cordoba. And the main attraction that draws thousands of visitors from all over the world to Cordoba is the famous Mezquita Cathedral. Begun as a mosque in the 700s, it has 11 naves, and if you can believe it, over 850 of these amazing columns.
The entire structure is made out of the local stone material, and you can see how they vaulted the spaces with these great sandstone and red colored arches.
We feel so blessed to be able to travel and see all of this beauty wherever we go.
In the 1100s, when Christianity conquered Cordoba, they built this cathedral right in the middle of the mosque, and it's quite a difference in styles. If you compare the simple arches to the Baroque architecture here, what do you think? Which one do you prefer? So we've shown you the Baroque architecture of the cathedral. Here once again are the arches of the original mosque. Which do you prefer?
This amazing, beautiful central dome rises to a height of 52 feet above the cathedral floor.
Walking through the Mezquita, you're overwhelmed by the immensity of the space and the overall tranquility.
So, Grandpa, we've just finished touring the mesquite and the cathedral. What are your thoughts?
Okay, I love social media because I always say, are brutally honest review.
What's your brutally honest review?
Okay, the Islamic part, the Islamic architecture, fantastic. You know me, I love architecture. The thing that was a bit disappointing for me was this overabundance of the Roman Catholic
uh, elements that kind of um, diluted, is that the word? Diluted the beautiful Islamic art. I wish religions, I know it was a long time ago, but I wish religions, especially the Catholic and the Muslim faith, would, when they conquered a country, just left the art of the other religion alone, because it's the architecture that is so beautiful in these buildings.
Yeah, both, the central cathedral, if you will, and the overall mesquite itself are beautiful in and of themselves. I just wish they had left them separate. They kind of clash together, and you kind of dilute the beauty of both.
Yeah, for me, it was all of those side altars that was all over the place, and okay, the big screens.
Well, it's an active church, so
Yeah,
big churches today have big screens,
I
but
know.
kind of took away from the solemn quiet. And there's if you walk down the naves and the different archways, there's a real peaceful calmness
Yeah.
about it. And some of the activity, a lot of the displays in here, kind of took away from that tranquility. I mean, let's take it for granted. It is still impressive.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is
Yeah,
very
very much
beautiful.
so.
And it's definitely worth a trip to Cordoba.
And our comments are not aiming to be anti-religious. We are pro-architecture.
You got it, Grandpa.
If you're enjoying our video, we'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe, give us a like, and be sure to hit that notification bell. Thanks.
After a siesta and some editing, we headed back out to explore Cordoba.
We're looking at the ancient city walls that used to enclose the old center of the city of Cordoba. They actually call this history in stone because it was started by the Romans, added on to by the Muslims, and then finished by the Christian invaders.
It's just fascinating to think that amongst all of this rich history, this is a city, a real city. People work and live here.
This is the famous Street of the Flowers, named so for obvious reasons, and we're standing in the ubiquitous shot where you can shoot up to see the tower of the cathedral. And if you can't have one Street of Flowers, why not two? What do you know? Looks like we have a third Street of Flowers.
It was time to recharge our batteries.
After dinner and in the cool of the evening, we enjoyed a stroll through the historic Jewish quarter. We just love getting lost wandering the winding streets.
You know what makes it magical for me, Grandpa? Getting lost with you.
We found strolling the Roman bridge at night to be a really romantic experience.
The statue of the Archangel San Raphael was added to the bridge in the 17th century. It's said that the angel protected the city from a plague epidemic.
Everything takes on a more romantic glow after dark on a warm summer evening.
As you slowly move through the street, you get this feeling that you've stepped back in time. The mighty Calahorra Tower stands guard over one end of the bridge. It was constructed in the 13th century.
Our time in beautiful Cordoba has come to an end. And now, on to our next stop, Sevilla.